I'm Professor Craig Nard, founding director of the Center for Law, Technology, and the Arts. The center was created with the understanding that technologic and artistic expression are both part of the human creative enterprise, and that art influences technologic expression and technology influences artistic expression. Consistent with this interdisciplinary focus of the center, students can earn joint degrees in law and art history and museum studies, or law and biochemistry. Moreover, the center has recently launched an interdisciplinary initiative that brings law students, MBA students, and PhD candidates to study intellectual property management and commercialization of complex technologies.
Our law, technology, and the arts curriculum is interdisciplinary and international. Students can elect to take the Intellectual Property Law Survey as a first-year elective and have a choice of 2 certificates of concentration, Law in the Arts or Law in Technology.
We have a very large complement of teachers dedicated to law, technology, and the arts. At Case Western Reserve University, students take classes from leading experts in areas from the First Amendment in cyberspace to intellectual property entrepreneurship. A number of faculty members have authored leading case books.
I found the professors in the LTA program to be just fantastic. Professor Nard's patent law and Professor Ku's copyright law classes were fascinating from start to finish. I also thoroughly enjoyed patent litigation, which was taught by 2 attorneys from Jones Day and had a great deal of practical, hands-on exercises.
Before becoming a lawyer, I had a long career as a professional musician, songwriter, and musical producer for various musical groups. I am the founder, keyboardist, and producer of Donnie Iris and the Cruisers, and I still perform a dozen shows a year with the group. I also play from time to time with the James Gang, featuring Joe Walsh, Jimmy Fox, and Dale Peters. The reason I became a lawyer after all this was because I was unjustly sued for copyright infringement for a song I wrote and produced for Donnie Iris called Aaliyah. In my class, I try to give my students the benefit of all these years of practical experience as a musician, songwriter, and producer, as well as the benefit of my 15 years of legal experience as a litigator and business attorney. I throw myself into teaching my class. I think the students realize it and enjoy it. Each year I recommend several students for internships, including a plum internship during the summer with BMI in New York. Several times students of mine have procured that internship.
Cyber law was an excellent class because intellectual property and the internet are a part of our everyday lives. Cyber law is a great course for any law student.
In my trademark law class, we explore key issues in intellectual property in depth. Students write up and present short response papers to current policy developments in the subject. The experience gives them a good grounding in a foundation course.
My 1L year, I took the Intellectual Property Survey elective. Through that class, I gained a foundational knowledge of patent, copyright, trademark, and trade secret law. I ended up graduating with a concentration in law, technology, and the arts. The concentration ensured that my IP education was diverse because it included a wide range of upper-level courses that covered the subject matter in depth. Ultimately, the Center for LTA is, in large part, why I feel satisfied with my legal education.
In 2005, our centre launched Case Abroad at Home with the International Law Centre. Each year, leading experts from outside the US come to the law school to teach 1-credit courses. Our visitors have taught a variety of comparative and international IP classes.
Jolty, our new journal of law, technology, and the internet, publishes the works of academics, practitioners, and other experts on intellectual property and technology law. It's a great co-curricular experience for student editors.
It's great to have the opportunity to run an academic journal. Our manuscripts are peer-reviewed by our faculty. Then, our student editors take over and are responsible for editing and publishing the journal, which is available in electronic and print form.
Each year, the school hosts a distinguished lecture in law, technology, and the arts. Some of our past speakers have included Professor Robert George of Princeton, Edward Kwakwa, Chief Legal Counsel at the World Intellectual Property Organization, Judge Robin Jacob of the High Court of England and Wales, and Barry Meyer, alumnus, Chairman and CEO of Warner Brothers Entertainment. The center has also hosted the United States Court of Appeals for the Federal Circuit. The court actually heard oral arguments in our moot courtroom. All our events are webcast live and available online.
From the beginning, Law, Technology, and the Arts was an incredibly warm and welcoming program. Professor Nard introduced me to the interdisciplinary approach and the unique career opportunities presented therein. I have been interested in entertainment law for quite some time. I've worked for Discovery Communications, for Walden Media, which produced the Oscar-winning Chronicles of Narnia film series, ad agency DDB, and Vugaru. The interdisciplinary program is one of the educational keys to my future in the rapidly evolving world of entertainment and new media law.
The patent law courses I've taken gave me a good grasp of the field. Practicing patent prosecution attorneys and litigation attorneys taught these classes. Not only did I learn the law by the book from them, but I also learned how to be a successful patent attorney in the real world.
When I was looking for a job, the number and range of intellectual property classes I had taken showed employers that I had a broad background in the subject. The diversity of practitioners that teach the IP classes at Case Western is an invaluable resource. I'm confident that they will be excellent contacts in the future.
The summer after my second year of law school, Professor Nard was really integral in helping me get a legal internship with the World Intellectual Property Organization in Geneva, Switzerland. WIPO is a special agency of the UN that helps member states create and leverage IP for social and economic development. That internship was the single most edifying experience of my law school career.
I worked as a patent law intern last summer at the Centrali law firm in Paris, France. Centrali offered me a job starting right after I received my JD and passed the bar, so I'll be living and working in France.
The biggest contribution was the enthusiasm of the professors, especially Professor Nard, the expertise of the adjunct professors, and the variety of courses available. I also got a lot out of visiting lecturers. Everything was geared towards expanding the students' knowledge of IP, the philosophy behind intellectual property rights, and the debates about those rights. All that made it extremely interesting. After graduation, I worked at Jones Day, where I concentrated on IP litigation and prosecution, and later at CalFi, where I focused on biotech patent prosecution. Now I'm in-house counsel at Alpha Micron, which is a local liquid crystal research and development company in Kent.
I pioneered the Law and Biochemistry Joint Degree Program. For all 3 years of law school, I worked as Professor Nard's research assistant and was also treasurer of SIPLA, the Student Intellectual Property Law Association. Professor Nard helped me get an internship in the Life Sciences Department at the Case Technology Transfer Office. While working there, I met several local patent attorneys and was eventually offered a job at the firm where I've practiced patent law ever since I graduated.
Our alumni practice at major law firms, IP boutique firms, government agencies, and in-house at biotech and information technology companies. Their practice represents all aspects of intellectual property law, including patent and copyright law and sports and entertainment law. Our alumni network, the Law School's Career Services Office, and our faculty help our students secure jobs. We hope you will come to Case so you can make your mark in law and technology or law and the arts.